I always wanted to go to India. The time was never right, and the door never opened. The path never unfolded until I met the Homa community years later and knew that when I went, it would be with them. I would be to the fires. I sent out an email to see if anyone wanted to come. I wanted to bring Karuna Reiki, Kuan Yin, into the experience. It was amazing to send that email and see who said yes.
Give me a big shiny smile, girl.
14 of us headed to London to catch a plane to Mumbai. Everything went so well. We were ushered through security, and all our planes were on time.
You want to say hi to anyone? Going on the side. You want to say hi to the babies? I love babies.
And I called them last night.
You want to say hi to anybody? Hi to the cats?
Oh, hi cats. How are you doing?
Okay, so here we are. We're in London and we're getting ready to go to Mumbai. There's Lisa. There's Jennifer and Nancy.
We arrived in Mumbai with some of us actually missing our luggage. It was really confusing. No one was there really to help. I went outside to find the driver and realized I couldn't get back in the airport, and I was alone. The guards wouldn't let me back in, and around me were women in Muslim clothing, women in saris, horns honking, children running around.
Okay, so Mary, all right, we just got out of the airport. You just flipped over a scale and lost your luggage.
Controlled chaos, and I'm waiting to go to the hotel and have a cocktail.
Okay.
Stat.
Everyone decided not to go to sleep, but just start drinking.
I'm gonna start drinking and stay up.
We're going on the yoga venture series. We're going to become drinking yoga.
What are we waiting for?
No one now.
We turned in the wee hours of the morning into some really cozy beds.
Sam. There's Liz, very happy to have exactly what she needs for breakfast. Half of us are here. We've made it to Mumbai. We only lost 5 people's luggage, so not too bad for India. We got in at around 4 in the morning, and we've all slept a little bit. We're in a beautiful hotel with a nice buffet, and today we're going to our first ashram. So more later.
After breakfast, we headed to one of the oldest ashrams in Mumbai. This was yoga for the community, yoga for health. They treated people from all different levels of society for all different ailments.
The community and the common household person. And anyone want to say anything? Back home to anybody? Somebody wanted to say something about...
After a little afternoon rest, we got up and got ready to go out. We chose a little Italian restaurant because we knew that once we left Mumbai, it would be Indian food or Indian food. It was a really fun night. Beautiful restaurant, lots of laughing and adventure.
Just at this beautiful restaurant called The Olive.
Thick cushions, thick cushions.
Thick cushions, all white, beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Have a beautiful meal.
Except for in the bathroom, there's a hose. Don't like
Don't
that.
even go there with that.
We
The
don't
bill
wanna
comes
know.
I read the wrong page. I think it's
She reads
15,000
the
rupees.
bar bill,
I read
not
the
the whole meal
So I
bill.
give the guy the check and I say, here, thank you, we loved it. He comes back, he goes, it's 35,000 rupees. You gave me 15,000. Everybody's gone. We
They all
count the
left.
money.
Oh, look, there you go.
So he wants me to light the Om Namah Shivaya incense. Om
The next day we met Miss Sancha, and she knew all about India and Mumbai. And she took us to the hand laundry where we saw where all the washing was done. She was wonderful in explaining the beauty and the culture. She showed us the dabawalas who delivered hot lunch to everyone each day, the working people, the milkman, and the women who cared for the cows. She showed us the markets and was so patient with a mic that didn't work. Everybody was very well groomed there. These little huts.
Which I wasn't quite prepared for everything that I saw when I got here. Didn't quite know what I was coming for. What I found was love of a lot of wonderful people around me, and some love things from the past as well that are really important. And there's just such a special energy about this place. It just flows. There's so many people here, and every person is important. Every person has a job and something to do in life, and every person is worthwhile. And I just think that that is so important to take home with us, that no matter who you are or what you do, that every little job is important.
We went to see the place where Gandhi spent most of his time in Mumbai. His writings were beautiful. In one of his writings, it said, "There comes to us moments in life when about some things we need no proof from without. A little voice within us tells us, you are on the right track. Move neither to your left nor right, but keep to the straight and narrow way." We spent time in the Wakashwa Temple district. We visited the Banganja tank where Rama said to ask for water from his brother while seeking his kidnapped wife Sita. His brother shot an arrow into the air, and when it landed, it hit a spring that opened the water up into the city. The water is said to come from the Ganges River over 1,000 miles away, and is secret and sweet. We finished our day at the Hanging Gardens, relaxing, and then we went shopping.
So after 2 days, we finally set them loose in their first store, and well, let's just say we're pretty excited about shopping.
We settled in early to prepare for our really early flight to Indore, 6 a.m.
I was delighted by the whole experience, the getting ready, the processing, the learning about the culture, the food, and then coming and being so surprised how little I understood, and just continuing to be open and absorb more each day. It was just a phenomenal experience. And what I want to bring back is a more open heart and more compassion. And I think that visiting another culture teaches you a lot more about real people than anything else you can experience.
You guys, that is my Charlie's Angel shot.
The indoor airport was very quiet and simple. We headed to the Paramount Institute of Yoga Science, where we attended their second International Yoga Therapy Conference. We sang kirtan, and we clapped and we clapped. And we received a wonderful lecture by Dr. Armanand, known as Guruji to his devoted students. He was wise and funny, and very practical on how to use yoga for medicinal purposes.
Anyway, we're trying to get 15 or more pieces of luggage into this small 12-person van. But we're in India, friends. Bonnie, anything can happen in India, right? Maureen?
All I have to say is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Cha-ching. Here we all are.
Make sure you get these bags, man. Mary, are you getting the jigsaw puzzle we have there?
Okay, little ones.
Oh, here you go.
Welcome to India.
The entire trip for me was about space. It's about how many people can fit in what small space, about how many cars can fit in what area. It was how many pieces of luggage can they put in one trunk, how many Indians can fit in one van, and it was all spectacularly surprising and wonderful. And then no matter what happened, somebody was saying, "No problem." And it just was, it's a blast. It was not like any place I've ever been. It wasn't familiar at all. And I really loved that. And I'm going to bring back a whole new understanding of the Middle East and what it means to be in a Muslim country. And I'm going to have to look up and read about the Jains. The people were more than friendly and hospitable. And I just feel very grateful that they're in my world.
Later that night, we arrived in Maheshwar at the Narmanda retreat. It was very different from the Four Seasons, but the people were very friendly. You could feel something different in the air. We knew that we were getting close to Somayag, to the center of the universe, to a huge vortex of healing and transformative energy. So what did we do? We drank. But not too much, just a little bit. The next morning, we piled back into cars and headed to Somayag. Went through an amazing gate with flowers and hearts and delightful gardens.
Okay, so I am delighted about India and being here. It definitely is a country that encourages you to be in the present moment at all times, and that's what I was really delighted about. I was not worrying about what has been going on at home or planning my future. I was really present, from crossing the street and having cars honking and almost getting run over to enjoying meals and really tasting them. So just being really mindful and present. This country has you in the now. And what I am leaving behind, besides 14 pounds, is the insecure, judgmental child. And I am bringing home a beautiful and feminine woman. And so I want to thank the group and the fire, definitely the healing purification of the fire, for allowing me to be myself. And I just have to say, it is the greatest group ever.
And the greatest day ever.
Greatest group ever.
Here we met the rest of the people from Baltimore and some special people from all over the world. We sat in the fires. We started our Karuna training. The fire ceremony is directly from the Vedas, the formulas have been kept alive by ancient disciplines, passed down for thousands of years, and reactivated by Sri Maharaj and carried forth to the west by Sri Vasant. People all over the world practice Agnihotra, but yearly somyagas are held to create huge shifts and healings in the atmosphere.
I also found that no matter what the circumstances of each person's life, they can be happy no matter what. And I was very impressed by the joy that people had in their lives, the friendliness that was here amongst the people in the city as well as everyone in the country side where we were for a lot of the time. And a lot of the things that I encountered here will take a while to process to help me figure out where to go in my own life.
During one of our Karuna sessions, a beautiful woman came over and sat in the middle of us and began to sing mantras. In India, there's always the possibility of being visited by a blessed, enlightened one. And as she sat there, we wondered if she was indeed one. I felt with each person the sacred namaste over and over. You are my beloved. You are here. You are here at last. I see you. Namaste. At one point, I was giving Karuna Reiki attunements in this little bamboo garden, and someone got up and went to get the next person, and a man came out of the woods, and he just sat down. He put his hands up for an attunement, and so I gave him one, and he said namaste, and he bowed, and he thanked me, and then he disappeared back into the woods. And this is what I loved about India. I never knew what was going to happen next. In a very sacred part of the ceremony, deities are said to be able to come in through the fire and bless us. We believe we were visited by Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, white-capped buffalo woman. Stuff like this just doesn't happen back home.
Anyone else want coffee? I say tea for all my friends.
Try
To balance things out, we did a little sightseeing in the Heshwar and a little shopping.
We're heading to the fort. It's a little panoramic view of how wild this place is. Hello, hello. Namaste. Okay, so it is Friday at 9:30 here, and I ordered a grilled cheese sandwich, and it looks promising, really, potentially a good sandwich. But I bit into it, and well, there's no cheese. So this is the cheese that's on the sandwich. This is the amount of cheese I put on top of like maybe a piece of pizza or something. It already has cheese on it. Anyway.
One day we went on a hike up this mountain and there were crystals everywhere, and amethysts and rose quartz.
I wish you were here.
We miss you a lot.
We really think you are.
India was definitely a journey to the unknown. It was a journey of discovery, and filled with a lot of contrast and I think a lot of surprises. But definitely, I think we've all come away with another piece, another key to our journeys, and for that we're grateful.
Thanks, Jerry.
One morning we took a boat out to the Baneshwar temple in the middle of the Narmada River and watched the sunrise. There under the temple there was a pyramid with a turtle sitting on it, guarding a door. And as I sat there, I knew that something was going on. I had found the place that I came for, a vortex of my own. This spot is said to be the center of the galaxy, where the galaxy lines up perfectly with the center of the Earth. And this river that the Shiva Lingams come from, said to hold the perfect balance of the male and female energy.
The Indian people delighted me. They always had a pleasant expression on their face, and they always wanted to accommodate you, no problem. I'll leave here a sense of goodwill towards these people and hopefully a new understanding of people than I had before, and I plan to take the turtle with me when I go back home.
Scrubbing out in India.
Okay, so we're cleaning crystals. We've erected our own red tent. It's our last day in Maheshwar. We're really happy to be in our little red tent with our crystals and our books and our peanut butter. We're a little tired of Indian food. And we're just having a beautiful day. Good at what we're looking at.
river off in the distance. I don't know if you can see it between the tents. It's time to head back to Mumbai, pack up the van. This time we had even more things in our suitcase from shopping.
Okay, we're on the bus. We're going back to indoor. This is the bus. And it just is an unbelievable experience traveling in India. Anybody have anything they want to say?
Oh, Jesus. No problem.
No problem. Anyone want to bob their head for me? Please bob your head. Please bob your head so I know what you're doing.
That was hilarious.
Smile, Babu. Let me take your picture. Can you say yes?
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I would like to see?
So we are back at the Four Seasons, and we ordered room service. And I'm having a big fat pizza and a glass of wine. And my wonderful roomie here, she's having some wonderful soup. She's not feeling too good, but we give her a good soup. Anyway, we're getting close to coming home. I think everyone's ready. All right, we'll be there soon. From Mumbai.
On our last day, we met up with our wonderful guides who took us all over the city shopping for Christmas. It was great watching things fall from the sky into our hands. It's really fun to haggle on the streets.
All right, say it again. Say it again.
Working for the Yankee dollar.
Our last night was a quiet one. We had deli bellies. We were tired. We wanted to go home, get ready for Christmas. But India wasn't done with us yet.
It goes from here. All right, we'll keep going.
And going.
All the way down there. And that's just to get into the checkout.
Check in.
Check in. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. Check in. All right.
Okay, so everyone's done pretty well. Like 6 hours together in London airport.
Yeah. So we're at the airport and we're doing just fine because there's alcohol. All right. We're leaving soon. Another 3 hours.
When we first left to go to India, we met this Indian woman on the plane. And she said, "Oh, you girls are going to India. You're going to get shook up good." I think it's safe to say we got shook up and more. And now that we're back, we have so much to share with you.